Enough! Doom has a world to conquer. And there shall be no place for you in it.
What? Are you serious? How many crew-tacking times are we gonna get banished to the armpits of the universe? I mean, I can't be the only one bugged by this, right?
Clearly not.
Look who the insectoids dragged in!
About time you guys got here.
We have a universe to save.
Don't we always?
Get ready for something fantastic.
Never even saw me coming.
Let's turn up the heat!
You guys call the cavalry?
Hey there, how's it going? Huh? But you, well, Johnny.
In order to activate the interdimensional bridge, we'll require an adequate energy source. Annihilus's cosmic control rod should provide the power we need.
You know, I really hate being the flame when there's so many moths around.
Somebody call an exterminator!
Despite their aggressive nature, these insectoids are truly intriguing specimens.
That's why I love you, Reed. You always manage to find the bright side when we're about to be eaten alive.
Yeah! Burn them! Burn them all!
Well, it ain't no yellow brick road, but something tells me we should follow this path.
No matter how many times we venture into the negative zone, there are always new wonders to behold.
Is this what you consider a wonder, Reed? Because if so, we have 3 different definitions of that word.
Oh, Christ. Even the baby bugs are hideous. Things about to get a whole lot uglier.
It goes against all my instincts. But the only way to stop them is to crush their eggs before they can hatch.
Ah, great. They make them with wings now, too?
Look out. The insectoids are attacking from the skies now as well.
Oh, man! That weird goo they're drinking is restoring their health.
Exposure to these antimatter deposits seems to reverse these arthropods' ability to regenerate vitality. Perhaps we can use that to our advantage. This is where I've been constructing my interdimensional bridge. Once it's fully powered, it should return us safely back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
About time! I was starting to wonder when we was gonna put in a real challenge in this place.
Only you would think that surviving a dimension full of hungry alien insects was too easy then.
Well, you know me, Susie Q. I got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah.
Time to think big.
We're getting close to Annihilus. Can you guys hear the creepy chattering in the back of your brains too, or is it just me?
I think we've found the insectoids' breeding grounds.
That is totally not something I ever want to think about, sis.
Then it's a good thing thinking is so far down your list of superpowers, kid.
Interesting. That object was a physical manifestation of pure antimatter.
And I guess it don't matter that we busted it.
We still need to use caution. Exposure to antimatter could have potentially devastating results. If we hope to survive Annihilus's hordes, we can't allow ourselves to hold back.
Wash all bugs. Got it!
Even I could have come up with that plan, big brain.
You forced my hand. Allow me, boys. You forced my hand. Total blindside.
Don't quit on me, kid.
Back in action.
Turn up the heat. Time to
Now
So glad you came, heroes. Annihilus has millions of mouths to feed. Let the feast begin!
Sorry, Ugly. Supper time's canceled. It's clobbering time.
Once we have consumed you, we will devour your dimension for dessert!
My abs are losing definition just thinking about all those empty calories.
Now you shall be exterminated!
If our species have one thing in common, Annihilus, it's that we aren't eradicated easily.
I've waited an eternity for a feast as grand as this!
Well, my children are expecting us home in time for dinner, so let's get this over with already.
Perhaps I can contribute.
Leave back to your pathetic dimension while there is still flesh on your bones!
Oh, is that an option? Because if it is, I'm okay with that.
You need to lay your fate! None will survive my annihilation wave!
I've seen that future, Annihilus. I'm glad to squash it before it hatches.
Wait! My cosmic control rod! How?
Poor guy. Never saw it coming.
Well, he certainly saw it going. And he doesn't seem happy about it.
Devour them, my children, and return to me what is mine!
This seems like the ideal time to make a strategic retreat.
Exact! Whoa! Talk about a hot pursuit!
Hey, Matchstick! Less jokes, more flames!
The rod should power the interdimensional bridge. Now, it's just up to us to make it to the other side. And to make sure no one follows us home.
Yeah, about that, Stretcho. Whose home did you send us to exactly?
That's Castle Doom towering over the village. It won't be easy to get inside, but Victor hasn't left us much of a choice.
The Latvian Welcoming Committee is out in full force!
Ah, finally! I was starting to worry old Vic didn't love us anymore.
Oh, I'm certain he's just as thrilled to see us as ever.
Ooh! Someone's been souping up their weapons of mass destruction.
Too bad Doom didn't upgrade their stupid faces while he was at it. This cross!
Yeah.
Get ready to get rocked!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly, Doom is prepared for any invaders. Those ion beams appear capable of slicing right through even Ben's rocky hide.
Yeah, sorry, Stretcho, but that's one theory I ain't about to put to the test. It can't be.
The arsenal on these Doombots has gotten a significant upgrade. Thank goodness for invisible force fields.
Allow me.
Time to think big.
You're gonna just leave them bombs lying around? We'll be glad to take them from you. This rocks!
It's just as I feared. Those are the pieces of the fallen Celestial. We can only hope Doom was unable to locate the complete set.
More laser blasting robots? Remind me to cancel our family vacation to Doomstat next year.
Who wants some?
Going Nova!
Now you see me?
Time to melt some circuits!
Victor seems quite intent to make sure we don't interfere with his plans.
If Doom thinks we're getting taken down by an army of android imposters, he doesn't know us at all.
Busted up enough of these decoys already. When am I gonna finally get my fists on the real deal?
These tin cans keep coming! How many of these things did you build?
Mass production on this scale vastly increases the likelihood of fatal design flaws.
In other words, keep hitting them till they fall apart.
Like you had to tell me that twice!
Flame off.
You can do it. You forced my hand.
Don't surrender.
Back in action. It's over? But I was just getting warmed up.
It seems someone is expecting us.
If Doom knows we're here, he'll accelerate his plans. We can't allow that.
What is this contraption?
Do I look like the big brain in the family? On second thought, don't answer that.
Time to turn up the heat. Now we're cooking. Yeah.
Richards, you never could resist meddling in my affairs, could you? Alas, you are too late. Behold the ultimate victory of Doom!
Victor, you have to stop this madness. Whatever you've done to your people, it isn't
My
worth...
noble subjects are loyal to their nation and their master. To ensure Iberia's eternal glory, they would gladly give their lives. But as a benevolent ruler, Doom asked only for their souls. You so-called heroes have failed this world too many times. There is only one who is fit to rule. Tonight, Doom shall claim his rightful place. And he shall not rise alone!
Retreating to the castle's upper levels.
Probably wants a better view of the Armageddon.
We have to reach him and convince him to stop this madness before he can fully restore the Celestial.
That was too close.
And yet, for some reason, we keep running towards Doom instead of away.
These readings don't make any sense. Unless...
Whatever that machine is, it's glowing now. And when Doom's involved, glowing is never good.
Compared to that Celestial, Doom's army suddenly doesn't look nearly as imposing.
They may not be driven by the power cosmic, but I assure you, these Doombots are as deadly as ever.
Now it's
Celestial is reassembling faster than anticipated. If we don't hurry, our chances of surviving this conflict will drop exponentially.
more bugs. Okay, who left the door to the negative zone open?
I've had apartments with roaches bigger than these.
That's odd. The rift just closed on its own.
I'm sure Reed's already figured out a dozen reasons why. None of which I will ever hope to understand.
Time to think big.
Anyone else feel like we're wasting our time fighting these drones?
As long as I ain't getting zapped by some oversized spaceman, bring on the Doombots!
Reed, there's gotta be some crazy, science-y way to shut these things down, right? Please?
I'm afraid not. Our control signal is so heavily encrypted, we'd be vanquished long before I could ever disrupt it.
Doom's tried to defeat us more times than I can count. He's always failed. As long as we're together, he doesn't stand a chance.
I hope you're right, dear.
Someone has their head back in the game.
Glad you found some humor in the situation, Johnny. This Celestial is no joking matter. If Doom restores it to full power, the whole planet's in peril. And that's just the beginning. Too late. Doom has done it. He's revived a Celestial.
Then how's about we break his new toy back into pieces again?
Huh. I actually agree with one of Ben's plans. Maybe it really is the end of the world.
If it is, little brother, we're not going down without a fight.
Whoa! Celestials sure are a heck of a lot bigger than I remembered.
And this is only what we perceive them to be. In actuality, a Celestial's true cosmic form is virtually unfathomable to the human mind. Thus, we process their appearance in a way we can comprehend, so as to prevent every one of our...
Hey! I don't care what the big guy looks like. All I care is what he feels like beneath my fists. Wait. Cosmic beings can still get punched in the face, right?
Maybe. But even if you got close enough, I'm not convinced he would ever feel it.
Coming through!
Piece.
Now we're the ones falling apart at the seams. How's that for right?
If we can limit that power, we might be able to bring it down.
When we do, let's try not to bring it down directly on top of Latveria. Doom the citizens in crossfire. But it's up to us to make sure they don't become casualties.
What on me, kid?
Time to think big.
Back in it!
Level up!
antimatter constructs reverse the ability to regenerate vitality for the cosmic-powered creatures dwelling in the negative zone. There's a chance they could have the same effect on this celestial.
I'll cover you. Now that the Celestial is down, we can take the fight straight to Doom.
Yeah.
If that Celestial is incapable of delivering the final judgment your children deserve, Doom shall take matters into his own hands. Clearly, no other being is worthy of such vast cosmic power. Thus, Doom must transcend his mortal flesh. And become a god himself. Doom is your emperor now. Your new god. Kneel before him or feel his wrath.
If you think I'll submit to the will of any man, then you don't know me at all.
Only those celestials will figure for him. Only Doom has the power and the vision to reign supreme.
I'll be honest, bro. I was a lot more intimidated when you had an armored space giant backing you up. I'm on fire today!
Even a mind as powerful as mine can't process this level of cosmic energy without eventually shattering.
You will stand in the way of Doom's plan no longer. This world will be reshaped in his image.
Oh, that's gonna be one ugly world!
Gambit never been one to play by the rules, gonna be. Why you think he start now?
My family's cells have been coursing with cosmic energy for years now, Victor. You're just finally catching up. Don't surrender. Missiles deployed. Bag in action. Don't surrender.
You can do it.
Problem solved.
It cannot be. This was Doom's destiny. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, well, my destiny was to be a supermodel. Life don't always go as planned, Doomsy.
Even so, life is always precious. Especially the lives of those we've sworn to protect.
A lesson you'd be wise to remember, now that your subjects have their souls back, Victor.
Our pals from S.H.I.E.L.D. are inbound. We'll get his royal pain into custody and...
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Tony. Not yet.
Reed, what are you...
When we were all in Doom's lab earlier, I noticed some troubling data on his scanners.
Of all the freaky things in that lab, you picked the data? Classic Reed.
The power signatures being recorded were so intense that even Doom's instruments couldn't accurately decipher them. I fear that your recent encounter with Thanos and the Infinity Stones may have reawakened ancient cosmic forces, and they might be...
Headed here, to Earth. Doom felt them too. They have witnessed our power and they seek to restore the cosmic balance by removing us from the equation. But fear not. Doom shall lead your pathetic assemblage of heroes to glorious victory against them.
Hard pass, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, I'm with Torch. You know Doom can't ever be trusted.
But his motivations to protect Latveria, in his own twisted way, have always been clear. And if Victor is concerned enough to consider joining our alliance, then the threat must be even more serious than I anticipated. We may have survived this battle, but a much bigger one is on the horizon. And there's only one way to survive it. Together.